Well, hello everyone, welcome back again to Mark on Motoring, and today we've got a rather short and definitely somewhat niche video, but for anyone with a Mark 1 Renault Megane Coupe, this certainly could be of interest to you. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to swap out all three wiper blades on the Megane. Now, being that this car is approaching 25-year-old, some big car parts retailers are no longer actually listing certain parts for this vehicle, but a local motor factory checked them out for me and managed to find what I was looking for. I've actually checked them against the measurements of what I think they should be as well, and they seem to tie in. I've got the Valeo wipers. Now Valeo actually did a lot of the OEM stuff, I believe, for Renaults of this era, so we should be good with these. So for reference, if you're looking to do this yourself, we've got the for the front, we've got the Valeo V51, and get that to focus. Come on, camera. Well, basically we've got the V51 and V55 Valeo, which are 20 and 22 inch respectively, and then we've got the VR3. The VR3 is the rear wiper, and that one measures 16 inch or 400 mil. So we'll get these swapped over, see how we go. But first we're going to give the windscreen a quick clean, because we don't want to be putting clean, fresh wipers on and having a load of grit and debris at the bottom of the glass and it picking those up. Now the wipers fitted on the Megane are the old hook type wipers, so all we do is simply push a tab underneath the back of the retainer here, and we just slide those down and out. And the new blade is just the reverse of that process, so slide it over the top of the hook, push the plastic fitting up inside and just push it all the way till it clicks. One down, one to go. Hopefully you can see this in focus. So what I'm doing here is the little catches underneath the hook part of the blade. Just push that down, slide the blade out and over. It's pretty self-explanatory, you shouldn't have an issue with that. Keep that back up there. Check that one's the same as the one we're removing. Of course, the other issue we have with cars of this age is that sometimes you're replacing parts that have been replaced several times over before, and you can't always be sure that the person who did it last time actually did it correct. So let's give them a quick test. Yep, pretty good. Got a small triangle here, but we always did with those, but they do clear quite a way up to the top of the screen, and thankfully, unlike the old ones, they're not smearing everything. Right, onto the rear one. So once again, we're just going to give that rear screen a good clean, make sure that there's nothing stuck on there that is going to get picked up with the and embedded into the new wiper blade. So to remove this plastic blade, it's simply just a case of putting your fingers against, well, a finger against the back of the arm, another finger against the actual blade, and just pressing that off gently so that we don't damage anything. The fitting is actually quite a, it's actually a thin plastic fitting there. So as I say, it's a 16 inch, but the difficult part is actually getting one that fits on with this existing arm, so not easy. Now, as I say, bear in mind, if you're replacing one on a vehicle of this age, parts could have been changed, so the one I bought came up listed as recommended for this vehicle, and it so happens it does fit on mine, but doesn't mean that yours, something hasn't been swapped at some point over its life. So let's take that one out, and that looks exactly the same as the one we've removed, just in better condition. Let's find the hole there. So now that's in place, we'll give it a quick check, make sure that rear one's working as it should be. So the coverage of that rear blade's not fantastic, but then that is specified as being the correct size. There is a few inch at the top of the rear screen that doesn't clear, and a little bit at the edge, but again, it's still pretty good. And as I say, at least it's clearing. I did actually try one that I found on eBay that was listed for the vehicle, and it did fit alright, but the blade was rubbish. It just smeared the glass as if the blade was 10 years old. So yeah, that's another job ticked off. I hope that you've found that useful. If you've not got a Renault Megane, well, don't worry, because there'll be lots of other videos on other things, various events, and other cars coming up as well. So until next time, it's goodbye from me, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and by all means, feel free to drop me a comment below as well. Until next time, goodbye.